Namaste. So I'm going to try to articulate what has just been presenting itself within this meditation this morning, which is always interesting to take a knowing that is less intellectual, less conceptual. It's just an embodied knowing, and to try to articulate that. But here I am, and this it feels beautiful. It really feels sweet. And what's resonating, what really came alive in this meditation, is the knowing that untrue thoughts, not worthy, not lovable, need to be validated. Any thoughts of lack, any thoughts that are not in alignment with our divine wholeness, those thoughts, as they move through, can't take root in an embodiment of divine truth. The untrue, the disempowering, the conditioned, constructed thoughts of self that we are often battling or struggling with, when those come through, but you're embodied in absolute divine truth through your practices, through your meditations, they can't take root. The soil's not in alignment. It's not resonant with the thoughts. And just as that is true, if you are embodied in a fear state, in an illusory state of separation, if you still have an identity, a primary identity of self as the separate self, and your divine nature is not embodied, if you're embodied still as the separate self, then divine thoughts struggle to take root within that environment. And this is why so many struggle with, I have good thoughts. I have thoughts about worthiness. I have thoughts about lovability. I have thoughts about kindness and compassion and gratitude and acceptance and appreciation. And I have all these wonderful thoughts. Why don't they seem to stick? It's because they're occurring within an embodiment that is still aligned with separation, fear, doubt, not embodied in our wholeness. And our embodiment is determined primarily by our direct experience of I am, I amness, pure consciousness, which in my experience is predominantly only available, possible through meditations of direct inquiry, pointing the awareness within a meditation beyond the thoughts, beyond the mind, beyond all the activity, beyond the clouds passing, pointing the awareness to the sky, if you will, within which all the clouds pass, the pure awareness within which all transient states of beliefs and separation come and go. The embodiment comes from our practices of our direct experience of pure I am. And we need to be guided in these meditations, in these practices. There's specific ways or guiding, that can help guide us to point our awareness more effectively beyond the thoughts and point the awareness to itself. But the main thing I want to share is that this is the work. The work isn't to have better thoughts. Better thoughts will not ever really truly take root in an embodied state of separation. This is why we empty. We empty within the meditations. It's like a transfusion. It's like a complete transfusion. Like a bone marrow transplant. Like it's a transfusion of emptying out the bullshit, emptying out the illusion. Not in our heads, but through a pointing of our awareness so that we can feel what is the essence of pure beingness. When I'm no longer pointing the awareness to my thoughts. Again, we need instruction, we need guidance from our teachers in satsang and gatherings to help us to learn how to inquire deeply and honestly into the true nature of being. But as that is embodied, I promise you that as the old thoughts still echo through, they can't take root. The thoughts of separation and unworthiness and not lovable and need to be validated and unsafe and anger and betrayal and blame and just all the disempowering thoughts that point us away from love. Those can't take root in an embodied state of pure beingness, pure consciousness, pure I am. But if we're embodied as the separate self, we're still, our predominant knowing, our predominant experience, and we're trying to make that go away by having better thoughts. You're dropping beautiful seeds of thoughts and concepts and ideas, but you're dropping them into an embodiment that is still hostile to the sprouting and the growing of the rooting of truth. So maybe that got articulated well, but that's really what's been coming up today. Is the beauty is that now in a pure embodiment of loving awareness, not as a concept, but just as it just is. Old thoughts come, but it's like the water off a duck's back. They come and there's nothing for them to root into. The environment is love, and a thought of separation doesn't take root in an environment of love. Blessings. Namaste. Much love. If you like this video and you'd like to see similar content, please subscribe to my channel. You can also click that like button down below, and that's going to make this video more available to more people. Also, visit me at my website, chessedwards.com. There's a link to that down below. There you are going to find valuable resources for living a conscious, peaceful, and powerful life. Also, there's going to be information there about how to work with me one-on-one and how to build your own 3-day custom private immersion retreat with me right here in Sedona, as well as information about upcoming group retreats, virtual retreats, and so much more. And I got a few free gifts for you. Thanks for watching.